Oh, I forgot something. Darf ich wieder ganz kurz? Because I won't remember the quote, it's in German. Irgendwas passt nicht. Schauen wir mal. Jetzt geht's. So, a beautiful good morning to you all. Welcome. Nice to see you on this really fine spring day. How are you? Good energy? Full of energy? A little bit sodala? Sodala? Okay. Wer ist da müde? No one. Okay. Good. So I don't know, maybe it's been in the last week or two, whenever a friend has been asking me, how are you? You know, what have you been doing? I often say, well, at the moment I'm saying, I'm not doing too much at the moment. I'm just taking my time, building up my energy. And sometimes there's this little whisper of guilt in the background. Oh, I should be doing more. Who feels that? Sometimes you just think, I should always be doing more. There's always something that I could do. And especially being selbstständig, I always say, okay, what can I do? You know, there's always a to-do list. And lately I've just been like, getting up. I'm very fortunate. Make my breakfast slowly. And I do some things at the table, but it's in a relaxed manner. And maybe we're not used to doing things in a relaxed manner, because if we're relaxed, we could be doing more, maybe. So I picked up this quote, this little decliner yogi. I've got these little cards downstairs now. And I thought, this is great for me. Maybe it resonates with some of you. Ich bin nicht faul. Ich bin nur hochgradig motiviert, nichts anderes zu tun, als aufzutanken. So that's me at the moment. Maybe some of you resonate with that. So today, hips, deep hip openers, nothing particularly strong, but just in this direction of opening the hips, some external hip openers, predominantly. So go easy, go slow. Yesterday, I don't know what it was, but I was shaking on my mat so much, just with the sun salutation. So I'm hoping it's not too tough for you. I think it was just one of my days, yeah. But I was like, whew, okay. But maybe you feel completely different. I don't see it as being anything unusual, no, to my usual Saturday morning classes, yeah. So we begin where we always begin, in Sukhasana. 1, 2, 2. A moment. So feel free if during the class you feel a little foul. And you just want to lay down and, wie sagt man, aufzutanken, auftanken. So comfortable, seated, sukhasana. Taking these first moments to arrive onto your mat this morning. So often I say 80% of the effort in this class is actually deciding to come to your mat. %80 of the effort is just getting here. So we can allow the rest to flow. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. And through your mouth, a soft, deep exhale. Hear the sound of the breath. 2 more cycles like this. Deep breath in through the nose. Softly through the mouth with the lips parted, exhaling. Deep breath in. Soft and long and smooth exhale. Hear that sweet sound of the breath. Inhale through your nose, and this cycle making the same sound but exhaling through the nose. You hear the breath, the sound softly at the back of the throat. So repeat these 2 cycles, focusing on the sound as you exhale. Let the sound draw you inwards. Turn your gaze inwards. And as you become more comfortable with the sound, as you exhale, you can explore the same sound, making that same sound on the inhale too. If you force the breath too harsh or too hard, you can become quite dry at the throat. So if that happens, just take a few normal breaths, maybe swallow, kind of moisten the mouth, and then explore this quality of the breath again. Ujjayi pranayama, or the victorious breath. And invite your breath to guide you, to help you travel into postures, to help you remain in postures, and to help you come out of postures. Let's reach our arms up with our deep inhale. And slowly draw your hands down your center to your heart with your exhale. With Ujjayi pranayama, inhale through the nose. Slow and smooth exhale. Hear the sound at the back of the throat. And 1 more full cycle. Deep breath in. Slow and smooth, deep breath out. Let's reach our arms up again with our next inhale. And we'll take it into a twist to the right. With our exhale, you can open the arms wide and then lower the arms, the hands down to the earth. Pause there for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then drawing yourself back through center, take a deep breath in. Reach through the arms and then slowly twisting second side as you exhale. Grounding the fingertips. Press through the sitting bones as you inhale, grow tall. And as you exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Come over center, deep breath in. And then simply bringing your arms down by your sides as you exhale. For the star pose or Tadasana, the soles of the feet will come together a good distance away from your center. You can rest your hands on your lower legs, and with your next inhale, softly arch through the spine, lift the front of the rib cage toward the ceiling, and hold this spaciousness as you extend out and over, exhaling. And roll yourself back up with your next inhale. Again, roll your heart toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, fold out and down. Softening the shoulders so we're not trying to reach deeper. And let's travel again. Deep breath in. And folding forward, soft, easy, without pulling yourself deeper down. Pause, 3 breaths here. Slowly roll back up with your next inhale. And as you exhale, grounding your feet, options stay here in a sitting malasana, or if it's okay for your hips and knees, we can come into full malasana. If you're in full malasana, lift and spread the toes and then ground them back down. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Feel the weight of your pelvis sinking toward the earth, giving a nice relief through the lower back. Ground your fingertips. Inhale will come into Ardha Uttanasana. You can rest your hands to your shins. And then fold Uttanasana as you exhale. Ardha Uttanasana again. Inhale. Feel free to keep the knees bent. Fold Uttanasana as you exhale. And we'll go again. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Really reach and open your heart forward. Fold Uttanasana. Exhale. You can pause here for some breaths. You might like to bend and straighten the knees a little. Really activate the feet. You could lift the toes toward the ceiling and root the base of the big toe and the base of the little toe, the inner and outer ankles, heels. And then you can ground the toes back down. And then wander yourself out into downward facing dog pose. Get a good base of support through the hands and the feet, really feeling the earth, connecting to the earth, and from there radiating toward the sitting bones. So back up the back of the legs, from the fingers up the arms, through the back of the spine, so along all the way to the tailbone, and create space through the rib cage, the waist. All as you anchor down through the hands. You could even explore lifting the toes off the ground here. It's quite strong activation first thing in the morning. And then we'll bring the feet quite close together. Slowly lift and raise the right leg toward the ceiling with your inhale. And with your exhale, really hug the right knee in toward your chest, round the back. And then place the foot between your hands. We'll come up onto the fingertips. The right knee is bent above the ankle, the left leg is active, and as we inhale, we'll round through the back. So a reverse breath. We round the back as we inhale. And now as we exhale, open your heart forward. 2 more. As you inhale, lift the hips a little, but keep the right knee bent above the ankle. And as you exhale, open your heart forward. 1 more. Inhale, lift the back heel high toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, draw the back heel away from the front shin. We'll come into plank. Inhale, steady plank. And follow through to the earth as you exhale, either with straight legs or bent knees. For a classic cobra, hands by your rib cage. Slowly lift and open through your heart space. And then rolling over your knees to downward facing dog pose as you exhale. Second side, we'll lift and raise the left leg toward the ceiling as you inhale. And as you exhale, hug the left knee toward your chest, round the back, and then place the foot between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips, and then with your inhale, slowly lift through the hips, gaze in toward your navel, and then as you exhale, open your heart forward. As you inhale, rounding through the back, gazing inward. As you exhale, open your heart forward, keep the back leg strong and active. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, radiate out. Keep the pelvis stable as you step back through plank. Inhale. And find your way to the earth, exhaling. For a classic cobra, inhaling. Downward facing dog pose, exhaling. So we'll be turning on the yoga mat, so some mandala namaskars. The front of the yoga mat is where your fingers are, and the back of the yoga mat is where your feet are, and the sides are the sides. So we get clear with where we move. So we'll lift and raise the right leg toward the ceiling with your inhale. Hug the right knee in toward your center, round the back, and place the foot between your hands, exhaling. 2 cycles like we did before. We lift up on the inhale, hug in. Exhale, sink down through that right sitting bone, but stay active through the left leg. 1 more. Inhale, draw in toward your navel. And from your navel, exhale, radiate. So your left foot will slide in a little, maybe halfway, and we turn to the left and take the ankles. For a malasana variation, you press the elbows to the knees and the knees to the elbows. And the hips are at about the height of the knees. And you can rock a little side to side here. We radiate the heart forward. You can even choose to look forward. And the toes are turned slightly outwards. So maybe 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Then we exhale and turn to the back of the yoga mat. Open your legs wide enough so that you're in lunge. Come to the fingertips, and with your inhale, draw in, round in, gaze in. And with your exhale from your center, radiate out. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Plank pose. Inhale. You're connecting vinyasa either like we did before or option chaturanga dandasana and upward facing dog pose. And we meet downward facing dog pose, exhale. So the same right leg will lift, the rechte Bein. Inhale. Exhale, shift the right foot forward between your hands. Come up to the fingertips, hug in on your inhale, gaze in. Exhale, radiate forward and back into that left leg. 1 more. Inhale, hug in. Exhale, radiate. Stay strong. Draw that left leg in and turn to the left for malasana variation. Take the ankles. You can rock a little side to side, drawing the hips back as you open your heart forward. Hold the ankles, bring your feet closer together. Hold your ankles and press the elbows against the inner legs. Yagana. Then turn to the front of the yoga mat. Open your legs wide enough. Come to the fingertips, 2 cycles. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, sink deep, but stay strong through the back leg. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Come to plank. Inhale. And travel through your connecting vinyasa. Slow, steady, clear. To downward facing dog pose. Exhale. So left direction, left side, we'll take a variation. We'll raise the left leg toward the ceiling, inhaling. Exhale, shift the left foot forward between your hands. So now it's a deeper variation. If you sink your chest deeper down, the left arm in front of the left leg and ground the fingertips to the outside of that left foot. And the right fingertips are maybe wider, slightly wider than the right shoulder. As you inhale, round through the back, lift up. And as you exhale, really press the left arm against the shin and open your heart forward. Keep the back leg strong. And again, hug in, inhale. Exhale, sink deep, keep the back leg strong. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Lift up enough so you can turn to the right. Take the ankles, press the elbows against the knees. And this cycle we pulse. So as you inhale, you can round the hips, lift up and draw your tailbone toward your forehead. And then as you exhale, radiate these 2 parts away from each other. And again, gather in, hug in, press the arms against the legs. Exhale, open out. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Turn to the back of your yoga mat. Bring the right shin in front of the right arm in front of the right shin. Sink deep down. Come onto the fingertips. And then we're ready to round. Inhale, hug in. Sink deep as you open your heart forward, exhaling. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So ground your hands so you can come into plank. Inhale. And travel through connecting vinyasa, slow and steady. Maybe take that extra moment in your back bend. And then press to downward facing dog pose, exhaling. So we'll raise the left leg to the ceiling. Inhale, linker Bein nach oben. Exhale, hug the left knee in, round the back, and place the foot between your hands. Sink deeper down, the left arm in front of the left shin. Back leg is strong. 2 cycles. Inhale, hug in. Exhale, press the arm against the shin. Open your heart forward, keeping back leg strong. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up enough so you can turn to the right. Hug the right foot in a little bit so you have a smaller stance. Take hold of the ankles. And then hug in, round in as you inhale. Exhale, radiate. Maximum the hips at the height of the knees. Inhale. Erica, bring your feet closer together. Exhale, radiate out. Turn to the front of the yoga mat now. Take the time to bring the right arm in front of that right shin. Really lean back into that left leg. And then we hug in. Inhale, coil in. Exhale, radiate. Good. One more. Inhale. Radiate. Exhale. Come up enough so you can ground your hands for plank pose. Inhale. And travel through. Exhale. Slow and steady. Take that extra moment in your back bend. Downward facing dog pose. Exhale. We still turn, but with a new cycle. We'll radiate the right leg toward the ceiling as we inhale. Exhale, shift the right foot forward between your hands. So here, bring the left hand slightly in front of the left shoulder, and we can turn both feet to the right. And then you can radiate the right arm toward the ceiling as we inhale. As we exhale, we turn to the left for Skandasana. The left knee bends, but the right leg is active. Turn to the back of your yoga mat now, inhaling. Exhale, ground that right knee to the earth. Inhale, we'll raise the chest and arms. Exhale, soften the hips forward. Take an extra breath in. And then as you exhale, ground your hands to the earth. Come to plank pose as you inhale. And a steady transition. Exhale. Deep inhale. To downward facing dog pose. Exhale. We'll radiate the right leg to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, shift the right foot forward between the hands. Shift the left hand a bit further in front of the left shoulder. Turn both feet to the right. Keep the hips high and radiate the right arm to the ceiling. Take a deep inhale. Then as you exhale, turn to the left. The left knee bends, the right leg is active. The toes are turned slightly outwards. Turn to the front of your mat. Inhale. Ground the right knee. Exhale. Low lunge with a back bend. Inhale, reach your arms up. Soften into the hips. Exhale. Take an extra breath. Exhale, hands to the earth. Plank pose. Inhale. Travel through. Exhale. Your back bend. Inhale. Downward facing dog pose. Exhale. Same cycle, we'll raise the left leg now, linke Bein. Shift forward, exhale. Use your inhale to turn both feet to the left, raise the left arm. Use your exhale to turn to the right, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Press the outer edge of the left foot to the earth. Stay strong. Turn to the back of the yoga mat, inhale. Ground the left knee, exhale. Into a back bend. Deep breath in. Soften the hips forward. Exhale. Take an extra breath in. Exhale, ground your hands. Plank pose. Inhale. Strong, steady, stable transition. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Downward facing dog pose. Exhale. Linke Bein nach oben. Same left leg. Inhale. And shift the left foot forward between your hands. Exhale. Then turn both feet to the left. We radiate the left arm to the ceiling. Nach links. Exhale. Now we turn to the right. Skandasana. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Turn to the front of the yoga mat now. Inhale. Ground the back knee. Exhale. Into a back bend. Inhale. Soften the hips forward. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Ground your hands to the earth through plank pose now. Inhale. Good. Travel through connecting vinyasa. Exhale. Point the toes back. Yep. Downward facing dog pose. Exhale. Pause and breathe here. New cycle, we'll radiate the right leg toward the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, shift the right foot forward. Now for a warrior one, so the back heel will ground down. And we'll lift and open up. Take a full breath in. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Take that extra moment to roll your heart to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, option one, dive the right shoulder to the right thigh. Option 2, sink deeper down. You could maybe bring your head to the inside of that right foot. Draw the arms over. Keep the back leg strong. And press the right foot strongly into the earth to give you that support to come back up to warrior one. Reach the arms up as you inhale. And we open into warrior two now with our exhale. In flow, we'll ground the left hand to the left leg, arch over, inhale for side warrior. Exhale the right forearm to the right thigh, radiate the left arm over for Utthita Parshva Konasana. Come back into warrior two, inhale. Ground your hands to the earth, exhale. Plank or half plank with your inhale. And slowly bend the elbows, exhale. Then ground the front of that right foot, ground the front of the left foot for your back bend. And we meet downward facing dog pose, exhale. Let's reach the left leg to the ceiling, inhale. Shift the left foot forward, exhale. Take the time to ground the back heel first. Grow your pose from the ground up, then reach your arms up and exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Take that extra moment to roll up, inhale. And dive forward, the left shoulder to the left thigh, or go deeper down, maybe grounding your head to the inside of that left foot. Steady and return. Inhale through warrior one. Take that extra time, really radiate into the fingers. And then ground the hands to, warrior two, exhale. Side warrior, turn the right toes in a little bit. Yeah. Exhale, Utthita Parshva Konasana. Come back through warrior two, inhale. Exhale, ground your hands to the earth. Through plank or half plank, radiating the left foot off the earth as you bend the elbows through Chaturanga Dandasana. Ground the front of the feet as you come into your back bend. Downward facing dog pose, exhale. If you want to rest, or one more cycle the same. Inhale, we'll radiate the right leg. Exhale, shift forward. Ground in the back heel for warrior one, deep breath in. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Deep breath in first, and then dive forward, exhale. Anchor the left heel to the earth. Come back up through warrior one, deep breath in. And open into warrior two as you exhale. Grounding the left hand to the left leg, arch over, inhale. Turn your left toes in a little bit more. Yeah, genau. That left leg is straight. Exhale, Utthita Parshva Konasana. Draw the left arm over. Yeah, genau. Good. Come back up through warrior two as you inhale. Exhale, ground the hands to the earth. Through plank or half plank as you breathe in. Travel slowly through. Exhale. Steady and strong. Inhale. Downward facing dog pose. Exhale. We'll reach the left leg to the ceiling. Inhale. And slowly step the left foot forward. Exhale. Anchor the back heel to the earth. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Interlace the fingers. Take that extra moment. Breathe in. And then dive forward. Exhale. Good. Draw the palms of the hands toward each other. We'll open back up. Inhale. And open wide for warrior two. Exhale. Keep the back leg strong, active. Turn the right toe slightly in. Come into warrior, side warrior. Inhale. Left forearm to the left thigh. Reach the right arm over. Exhale. Travel back through warrior two as you inhale. And ground the hands to the earth. Exhale. Through plank or half plank. Inhale. Take your time, travel through. Open into your back bend. Deep breath in. Downward facing dog pose. Exhale, breathe. If you like, take a child's pose. Two more deep breaths. Spread the fingers. If you're in dog pose, spread the fingers. Anchor down. Pressing back toward the sitting bones. So let's meet in downward facing dog pose. And from there, we'll shift our weight forward to plank pose, so the shoulders are above the wrists. With your inhale, hug the right knee toward your chest. With your exhale, slowly lower the right knee toward the earth, but don't ground it completely. Hover. Inhale, hug the right knee in. You can round the back. Exhale, slowly lower the right knee toward the earth, hovering. Two more. Inhale, hug in, press through the hands. Exhale, hover the knee off the earth. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, hover. Plank pose, inhale. Pause, exhale. Left knee hugs in, inhale. Exhale, hover the left knee. Inhale, breathe. Hover, exhale. Two more, das schaffen wir zusammen. Inhale, heute sind wir nicht faul. Exhale. Last cycle, inhale. Exhale. Plank, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog pose, inhale. Downward facing dog pose, exhale. Schlimmste Teil ist vorbei. Raise your heels high to the ceiling, inhale. Bend your knees, exhale, open your heart toward your legs. Pause here, look to the toes. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, ground the heels. Again, lift the heels, inhale. Bend the knees, open your heart toward your legs. Really lift through the sitting bones. Inhale, extend through the legs. Exhale, ground the heels. One more. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, extend through the legs. Exhale, ground the heels. Pause there some breaths if it works for your shoulders. Could turn the hands a bit more outwards. Yeah. And angle back, yeah. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Lightly step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana now. Bending the knees, reach your arms up by your ears. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Go careful this one, yeah. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, sink deep, deep, deep down until you can come to ground your hands and ground your buttocks to the earth. Navasana, reach your legs up toward the ceiling, balance just behind the sitting bones. Radiate the arms parallel toward the earth. Gaze toward the toes. Heart is nice and lifted. Shoulders draw down, add a little smile, relax the forehead. Inhale, hug in, hug your knees in. Exhale, extend the legs again. Draw the arms parallel to the earth. Gaze to the toes. Lift through the lower back. Open through the heart. Exhale, hug in. You could hold then behind your thighs and slowly lower yourself down to the earth. Nice, steady, use your core. Take your time. So reach your legs up toward the ceiling. For external rotation, the heels come together, the toes will turn apart. You can point the toes and then cross the right leg in front of the left leg. So as you exhale, slowly lift your shoulder blades off the ground, engaging your core, and you can radiate the arms forward off the ground, parallel to each other. Pause. With your exhale, maybe lift your chest a little higher. With your inhale, come just a little way down. With your exhale, lift a little higher. With your inhale, come a little way down. 5 more if you can. In your own time, so you can do swifter, faster postures or pulses. Keep your chin drawn in so you're not nodding as you go up and down, yeah? Use as little extra energy as possible. And after the 5th cycle, change your legs the other way around. 7 pulses. If you lower your chest all the way back down, well, then you've got a long way to go back up again. So stay engaged, and it's just small little postures. Everything stays steady. You're just lifting and lowering the chest. Draw the palms toward each other. When you've finished your full cycles, you can exhale, bend the knees, and lower your chest to the earth. Whew. Extend your legs toward the ceiling. Inhale, draw the heels together, and again the toes apart. It's for external rotation, and then we'll open the legs wide out to the sides. Again, as you exhale, lift the shoulder blades off the ground and reach your arms forward. Now between your legs, you can interlace the last 3 fingers and thumbs. Shoulder blades are off the ground, and pulse here, 5 pulses. Exhale as you lift a little higher. Inhale as you come halfway down. So avoid nodding, so keep your chin drawn in. Keep your eyes open, gaze to your fingers, be clear, be certain. After you've done your 5, you can inhale and draw the legs together. And as you exhale, then you can hug your knees and lower your shoulder blades to the earth. Ground the feet to the earth. Open your knees wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. You can reach your arms up by your ears. We take 5 full breaths here. One more full deep breath. And draw your knees together as you inhale. Hug your knees into your chest as you exhale. Hug in. Keep hugging in as you start to bring some momentum, rocking yourself forward and back until you get enough momentum to either A, come to simply sitting in a seated malasana with the feet on the ground. Works best if you have tight hips or injured knee. Or you can come all the way to a full malasana. Genau. Hands in prayer, press the arms against the legs. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Slowly ground your buttocks to the earth. The right leg is hugged in. And we take the left leg into a cradle rock, linkerbein. Can rock here, bringing some mobility into the hip joint. Some of you will manage pigeon pose. Some of you maybe just cross the legs, especially if the knees are a bit not happy today. Pigeon pose, for some of you, the left leg swings around. We'll ground the fingertips and extend through that left leg. Active pigeon. Can tuck the left toes under and reach into the left heel as you roll your heart toward the ceiling. Exhale, ground your hands to the earth. Press back for a dog pose split. So the right leg will radiate toward the ceiling. So staying in dog pose, we hug the right knee in toward the chest as you exhale. Find your left foot, and we turn the left foot toward the left for a reverse Vasisthasana. We turn the left foot to the left, and we gradually balance on the right hand and radiate the left arm toward the ceiling. The right leg is still as it is, so it's underneath your left leg now. Option, radiate that right leg forward off the ground. Yeah, good. Reverse Vasisthasana. Bend the right knee again, exhale. Now ground the left hand to the earth, lift the back heel, and now shift your right foot toward the right. And we're in full Vasisthasana. We can radiate that right knee toward the ceiling. We're on the outer edge of that left foot. As you exhale, look to the front of the yoga mat. Start to hug the right knee in toward your chest. Hug the right knee in toward your chest. Lift the back heel. Keep hugging the right knee in toward your chest. And very slowly ground that right foot next to the left hand. And we're in lunge twist here. Oof. How's that breath? Steady, smooth. Ujjayi pranayama. From here, gradually extend through the right leg. Some of you might like to have the left hand on a block. The right hip draws back. And your heart reaches forward. And look down toward the earth. Exhale. Start to bend the right knee. We come into high lunge now. Draw the arms up by the ears. Breathe. Hands in prayer at your heart. Start to lean forward. Exhale. Twist toward the right again, this time with the left arm to the outside of the right leg. Option, stay here or travel bound variation. So right arm comes around behind you. And the left arm anchors in underneath that right leg. You find your fingers. Draw the shoulders down, stay nice and spacious through the heart. Yeah. Good. Again. Yeah, stay strong. Transition, high lunge again. Deep breath in. Good. You got it. Open warrior 2 as you exhale. So from here, we'll straighten the right leg and reach both arms up. Inhale. Keep both arms parallel to each other. As you exhale, start to lean out over the right leg. Only go as deep as you can manage with keeping the arms strong and active. Really activate your legs. Press the feet into the earth. And keep your chest as it is, just ground that right hand to the right shin. Then maybe you might want to sink a little deeper down, keeping the left shoulder opening toward the ceiling for konasana. You can start to bend the right knee for Utthita konasana as you exhale. Maybe the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Option stay there or travel bound variation. Left arm around, right arm under. Draw that right sitting bone toward the left heel as you roll your heart toward the ceiling. One more breath. Exhale, release your hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn to the left, Prasarita Padottanasana, the feet parallel. So if you have your hands maybe underneath your shoulders, if you inhale and lift your heels high toward the ceiling. The legs stay active. We walk the hands toward the right foot and start to swivel on the balls of your feet and turn your chest all the way around 180 degrees. So you're facing the other way and your legs are crossing over. The right leg in front of the left. And then you can ground your feet as best you can. So you're crossing your legs, come onto the balls of your feet. Yeah. Now turn your whole body toward the right, turn the legs, keep turning, and face the camera all the way around. All the way around. Again now. And we change direction. Slowly turn back toward the front of the mat. Stay on the balls of your feet. It might be helpful. Some of you have your legs a bit wide. If you're a little closer, it might be easier. Walk your hands toward the back of the yoga mat. Turn your toes all the way. So you're facing eventually the change rooms wall. And we ground the feet as best as we can here. And then walk your hands to the back of the mat, turn all the way around. Come back to full Prasarita Padottanasana. And there you can wander your fingers in line with your toes and take a forward bend. Two more deep breaths. Walk your hands in front of your body first. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the front of the yoga mat. You can draw the hands to the inside of the right foot and eventually sink deeper down onto the forearms. Back leg is strong and active. If you get tired, you can ground the left knee. Otherwise, keep it strong and hug the outer right leg, or the inner right leg against the right side of your body. Stay strong. Reach your heart forward. Come up onto your hands, inhaling. So press back for a dog pose split. We'll radiate the right leg to the ceiling. For pigeon pose again, the right knee will shift toward the right hand. Take an extra moment to roll your heart toward the ceiling. Inhale. And from here, lean out over the right leg. We'll come back to cradle rock like we did in the beginning of practice. You might like to sit on a blanket. If that right leg's not happy bent, you can always straighten the leg instead. And draw the left knee toward your center line and slowly extend through the left leg. Think of drawing your belly toward the thighs. So if you need to, you can keep the knee bent. Some of you could take the heel. Some of you could even draw the left palm of the hand around the back of the foot and take the right wrist. Stronger variation. Then maybe even bend the elbows and draw your forehead toward the left leg. One more deep breath. You could do this. This works good. Exhale, bend the left knee. Variation 1 is cradle rock. Variation 2, left arm underneath the left leg. Only go as far as you can still breathe. Variation 3, the right hand holds over the front of the left foot to the outer edge. In variation 4, the left hand comes to the ground. In variation 5, deep inhale, and as you exhale, roll your heart toward the ceiling. The right arm comes above the head. Press into the left hand. Press through the sitting bones, and from this support, roll your heart to the ceiling. And slowly exhale, soften. Ground the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Ardha Matsyendrasana. If you need to, you can straighten the right leg. Grow tall, deep breath in. And twist to the left, exhale. You can hug the left leg with the right arm as you twist. Sitting bones are anchored. If you need to sit on a blanket, so you can anchor down the sitting bones. Travel over center, inhale for a brief moment in the opposite direction, slow and steady. Counter twist, exhale. Inhale through center. Release the legs for a seated malasana, exhale. Lift and spread the toes so you stay alive through the feet. Then bend the left knee for cradle rock. If you can't bend the left knee, you can keep it straight. Okay, now. Draw the right leg around behind you, pigeon pose. Just a brief moment here, so you could go back to dog pose if pigeon doesn't work on this side. Ground your hands to the earth. We'll press back, dog pose split. So we radiate the left leg to the ceiling. Deep inhale. So for reverse Vasishtasana, the left knee hugs in toward your chest. Left knee hugs in. Find your right foot and turn your right foot, the whole leg, toward the right. The left leg is still underneath your body. And you can radiate the right arm to the ceiling. And maybe exhale, extend the left leg forward off the ground. Yeah. Start to bend the left knee, ground the right hand, swivel on the ball of the right foot to the second side for full Vasishtasana. Radiate the left knee toward the ceiling. Lift through the hips, radiate the left knee to the ceiling. Now look down to the front of the mat and start to hug the left knee toward your chest, hug in. Swivel on the ball of that right foot. Stay hugged in as long as you can. So slow motion, grounding that left foot to the front of your mat. And we arrive in twist, lunge twist. Back leg is strong. Deep breaths. Exhale, start to extend through the left leg. You could have the right hand on a block or come up onto the fingertips. Left hip draws back as you reach and open your heart forward. Good. High lunge now. Look down, bend the left knee, start to transition. Inhale. Exhale your hands into prayer at your heart. Start to lean forward for lunge twist. The right arm presses against the outer left leg. Draw your hands down toward your heart. Lift through your heart as you twist. Some of you may be bound variation if you want to go deeper. One more deep breath. Steady transition, high lunge with your inhale. Open into warrior two with your exhale. Start to extend the left leg as you inhale. Radiate your arms up by the ears. Draw the palms toward each other. Really press your feet into the earth. Keep strong through the legs. As you exhale, extend the chest over toward the left leg. Keep radiating from the pelvis through the fingers. Then exhale, you can ground the left hand to the shin. Maybe sink a little deeper down, keeping the right shoulder open toward the ceiling. Utthita Parshva Konasana, starting to bend the left knee. The left hand could be on a block, for example, to the inside of the left foot. Or some of you may be bound variation. Right arm comes around, left arm under. Yeah, good. Good. One more deep breath. Ground your hands to the inside of the left foot, turn to the right. Classic Prasarita Padottanasana. The feet draw parallel. We'll go direct, wander the fingers in line with the toes. Lift and spread the toes. Take a moment to really feel alive in the feet. Anchor the root of the big toe, the root of the little toe, the inner and outer heels. And then from that support, you could choose to ground the toes. Joachim, bring your feet a bit closer together. You're a little too wide. Yeah. One more deep breath. Walk your hands in front of your body first, inhale. Then turn to the front of the yoga mat, exhaling for a low lunge on the forearms. So the arms to the inside of that left leg. You can eventually come down to the forearms. If you're tired, you can ground the right knee. Otherwise, stay strong and active and hug the inner left leg against the side of your body. So that's an active movement. How's your breath? Take a long, deep exhale, maybe through the mouth. Two more breaths. Come up onto the hands, inhale. Pause, exhale. Step back, dog pose split, inhale. The left knee slides forward for pigeon pose. Roll your heart toward the ceiling. We don't stay long here. And lean out over the left leg. Bring the right leg around. If you need to, you can straighten the left leg forward. Cradle rock. So right leg is in the cradle rock. So you might like to sit on a blanket as you draw the right knee through your center line and then extend the right leg. Better to bend the knee and lift through the lower back, draw the belly toward the thigh, then try to straighten the leg and then really collapse back. So focus on creating space through belly, ribs, chest, drawing the shoulder down, and then maybe the right leg extends or not. And if you're fully open, you can draw the right palm facing outwards to the back of that right foot and use the right hand to hold the left wrist. And then maybe from there, bending the elbows and drawing your forehead toward your shin. Breathe. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale back into cradle rock, and you can stay here as variation 1. Variation 2, the right arm underneath the right leg. Variation 3, the left hand holds over the front of that right foot. And variation 4, you ground that right hand. Last variation, deep inhale. And as you exhale, extending through that right leg as you roll your heart toward the ceiling. Press the foot into that left hand. One more deep breath. And then as you exhale, start to bend the right knee. And we'll ground that right foot to the outside of the left leg. Sit on a blanket if your right hip sits up. Sit completely on a blanket. So you're stable first, and then you can twist to the right as you exhale. You can use that right arm to hug, that left arm to hug that right leg in. One more deep breath. Center back as you inhale for a twist to the left. Over center, inhale. And open your legs now wide for Upavista konasana. You might like to sit on the edge of a blanket so you're well supported over the pelvis. Toes will open up toward the ceiling. Feel free to keep the knees slightly bent if that gives you more support, more lift through the lower back. First, stay upright, and then we twist to the right as we exhale. Over center, inhale, to the left, exhale. Over center, inhale. Option, simply stay upright or start to edge yourself forward for Upavista konasana. We stay for 10 breaths here. Each inhale, there's an opportunity, a little possibility to create a little more space through the front of your body, a little lift. Create space between the navel, breastbone. Each exhale, the opportunity to yield yourself, soften toward the earth. Another 4 deep breaths. Walk your hands slowly back toward your hips. You can lean back into your hands, bend your knees, and draw the legs together. So some of you may have had enough of forward bending. If so, you can just bend your knees and hug in. Otherwise, we won't stay as long in Paschimottanasana with the legs together. Deep inhale. Grounding your fingertips, soft lift through the chest. Exhale, folding forward. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, 1. Deep breath in. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Start to lift back up with your inhale. Pause as you exhale. If you have any blanket behind you, you can release it. Bend your knees, hold behind your thighs, and slowly, slowly roll down. Take your time. Strong center. Ground your feet almost mat width apart. And then gradually shift your knees to the right as you exhale. If you want a deeper opening, you could bring the right ankle on the outside of the left leg. 5 deep breaths. Release that right foot and then lift yourself up or lift your knees up as you inhale. And off to the second side as you exhale. 5 deep breaths, maybe resting that left ankle on the outer right leg. One more deep breath. You can release that left ankle and come back slowly to center. Choose your final back bend, something that feels good for you to counter stretch from the forward bending we've been doing. You might like a bridge pose, an Urdhva Dhanurasana. If you want something softer, you could do a cat-cow, you could do a cobra. You could do a Supta Baddha Konasana, that's very mild, but may still feel like a counter stretch from the forward bending. Okay, now. Stay about 5 breaths in your chosen variation. And once you come down, you could take a folded blanket. So maybe if you open up a blanket about shoulder height and fold it twice, that might be a nice height. We'll place it directly underneath the hips, underneath the buttocks, and extend the legs toward the ceiling for a very mild inversion. If the blanket, if you've made it broad enough, you could even lift it higher up so it supports the lower back too. You could even lift it higher up. Yeah, again now, if that feels good. Yeah, better done. You can also do this without a blanket. It just gives a little lift. Just about another 5 breaths here. Another full deep inhale. The full deep exhale. Slowly hug your knees in toward your chest. You can remove the blanket and extend your legs out for Shavasana. Once you come into Shavasana, maybe just turn your head a little left and a little right. Sink the shoulders down away from the ears. That sounds like my phone. Oops, sorry, that's my phone. Challenge with using it for online stuff. So take a full breath in and a full deep breath out. Completely rest. Feel the earth below you, from the back of the head to the back of the shoulders, and down the arms. Down the back of your body to the buttocks. The parts of your legs in contact with the heels. Completely surrender your weight into the earth. Draw a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Start to bring a little movement down through the legs into the feet, from the shoulders to the arms, to the fingers. Start to slowly bend your knees and roll over to one side. Find your way back gradually to sitting. Finishing the class with a quote from Rumi today. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. With your hands in prayer. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose. Through the mouth, a deep exhale. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Dankeschön. So the little community dinner and live music event is tonight from 5:30 to 8:30. We've got a nice group of people coming and we're making 3 different dishes of lentils. So if you decide to spontaneously come, I imagine there would be enough food. So we've got bread, we've got rice, we've got some desserts, simple desserts, but desserts nevertheless. We've got someone playing the harp. We've got someone playing the harmonium in between. Maybe Stefan will bring his guitar, I'm not sure. And we've got a gong bar. So it's just going to be spontaneous music. I don't know what's going to happen. So it's not a concert, it's just coming together because we can, because we want to, because it's fun, and for no other reason than that. So the doors will stay open, they won't lock, so you can come and go as you like. This door will stay open, downstairs will stay open. Yeah. Otherwise, see you soon. Dankeschön. Have a great weekend. Danke online. Thanks for joining. See you soon. Thank you for being my online. It was perfect. Thanks, Lucy. Na, ich check immer. Danke, Lucy. Bitte euch.